Good morning and Happy New Year, everybody.
Good morning.
So, as you've been told, we're having two ceremonies today, and we're going to actually go into meditation twice. So that's why we didn't do the meditation like we normally do. And the first ceremony, first of all, everybody raise your piece of paper. I want to make sure everyone has their piece of paper. Okay, and do you have a writing utensil? Yep. Okay, good. You're going to need both of those first. So the first meditation, we're going in to listen to what it is that we need to release, because we're going to release it into a burning bowl downstairs. What no longer is in alignment with your inspirations and your intentions. And you're going to write it down, and then we're going to burn it. And as a result of this release, we're letting go of what no longer serves us, so there's going to be some space. And our hearts and our minds are going to be open to receive the gifts that will have room to live and grow. So that act of release creates space for renewal and transformation. Now, the release could be anything that we need to forgive, any resentments, any unforgiving thoughts, behaviors, or patterns. What we no longer need that's holding us hostage to the person that we were in the past. Because after the burning bowl, the past is going to be let go and transformed for us. And during the process, I'd ask that we be silent. So we're going to write in silence, we're going to walk in silence, we're going to come back in silence. And when we come back, we're going to get our stones and another writing utensil. So Betsy will be able to guide you through that. But the stones are right there on that table, and just pick a stone that you're kind of called to have. And once we get back to our seats, we're going to go into a second meditation, and we'll listen to discover who we are called to be, who we are becoming, allowing the immersion or the emerging vision of our highest essence to be born. We lit a new candle. Betsy said, anyone here new today? And Lee raised his hand, because we are always born anew. We always have that choice to be born again, right? So we'll listen inward to discover who we are being called to become. And from this awareness, one or maybe two words, but probably one, will be revealed and written on the white stone. These words symbolize what our higher self desires to express through us. Together, these ceremonies provide each of us with the cornerstone for the coming year, a foundation for growth, clarity, and spiritual awakening. So as you place your paper in the fire when we go downstairs, know that you are not only burning a piece of paper, but you are releasing the energy and power you have given that person, that thought, that thing, that situation, that habit. You're releasing that power. It's kind of like our denial that we're burning. And as you drop your denial into the burning bowl, repeat silently, and I will say it out loud. This condition is no longer a part of my life. God's love now makes me free. And as the fire transforms the energy contained in the paper into heat energy, so your act of willingness releases the seeming power this condition has had in your life and transforms that power into the purging fire of the Spirit. When you come back into the sanctuary, still no talking, please pick up a white stone that you are called to. Silently return to your seat and continue your time in reflection until we have all finished and returned to our seats. So let's prepare to go into quiet contemplation. I am free from the past, the mistakes of the past, and the results of the past mistakes. I know the truth, and the truth makes me free. Please repeat this in silence after me. I am free from the past, the mistakes of the past, the results of past mistakes. I know the truth, and the truth makes me free. Let us sit in the silence and open our minds, change our hearts, and be guided to write that which needs to be released. When you are done, please proceed downstairs. Come on back. We have released the past with the burning bowl and are now ready to fill the spaces we opened up, left by those things that we released and surrendered. Let us begin our new year with a white stone. We celebrate the presence of God within us, the one who guides us to love ourselves for who we were created to be, based only in love. As you hold your white stone in your hand, know that you are starting with a clean slate. Spiritual creation always begins at the ground of our being, in the stillness of our body, in the silence. In Unity, we teach that the way to make change in our life is to take on a new, empowered thought. So this word that comes through you is going to guide you in your way of thinking. Our souls are ancient as these stones are. There's a deep part of us that is ancient, but also you are being made anew at the same time. This is a spiritual paradox that keeps us into the mystery of God. During the ceremony, we are setting our intentions for the new year with the help of the Christ mind, of our highest consciousness. As we go into meditation, rather than focusing on what we are or what we will do, focus on who you are called to be in order to birth the emerging version of your highest essence. In meditation, you will hear or be guided to one or two words which represent what your higher self desires to see expressing through you. If you do not hear or sense a word during the meditation, it will come. Continue to listen. Hold your stone and remember that you are starting with a clean state. This white stone represents that clean slate. This stone signifies our freedom. In Revelations 2:17, there are two promises. To those who have ears, let them hear what the Spirit says. To those who overcome, I will give hidden manna to eat, and I will give them a white stone, and on the white stone is written a new name that no one knows except the one who receives it. We are being guided to listen, to get out of our head, and to listen to our heart through prayer and meditation. He's getting a call for his word. Sit in silence and listen to Spirit, not with your outer ears, but with your inner ear, the ear that hears the still small voice. Go within and surrender to what Spirit whispers to us. It is only in the surrendering that we conquer and experience victory. When we surrender to Spirit, we are given this peace that surpasses all human understanding, and we are given an entirely new source of energy and nourishment. When you receive this word, it is like nourishment from God. It nourishes the soul first and then the body, which benefits our whole being. Prayer and meditation are the ways that we take the journey from our heads to our heart. The next part of the verse is the first promise. To those who overcome, I will give some hidden manna. To all who see beyond the appearances, I will give all that is needed to live. To anyone who conquers, for us as followers of Spirit, it is not an outer war, but an inner war that requires our surrender. For us to be in the world, but not of the world. And yet, how many times have we not surrendered to that sweet Spirit that calls us in every moment? But when we do surrender to that Spirit and we go within, then and only then do we conquer. That is the paradox. In surrender, there is victory. Not an outer surrender or an outer victory, but an inner surrender, an inner victory of letting go and letting God be God in me and through me. We are given the peace that surpasses all human understanding, and we're given an entirely new source of energy and nourishment. The hidden manna is derived from the highest level of our being within us. The second promise is, and I will give a white stone, and on the white stone is written a new name that no one knows except the one who receives it. This was a time when it was believed that the people had overcome and had made their connection with the divine, and it is then they got a new name. That new name was written on a white stone. The name was given to them directly by God. We do this at the beginning of the year because in the first century of Palestine, it was often the practice to give a white stone to a prisoner when he was released, and it was a symbol as his new freedom. As long as he held his white stone, he could always prove that he had paid for his crime and was assured of his freedom. It was a new beginning, and a new year represents a new beginning for us. We could consider ourselves prisoners of those thoughts that we've had, and this white stone, this new thought that's coming through, is releasing us. A new name or word is written on it because our surrender to God has resulted in a new experience of life. Our intentions, our prayers, our outlook on life, even our thoughts will reflect this spiritual shift. In the Bible, when someone is given a new name, it signifies a shift in consciousness and a transformation of that person. Saul of Tarsus persecuted the followers of Jesus until he experienced a revelation from Jesus, and he was filled with the Holy Spirit. He went blind for 3 days. He then became Paul the Apostle because he was no longer the same person as before. In this white stone ceremony today, we are allowing the Spirit to give us a new name, a new thought, a new idea, a symbol, perhaps a theme for this coming year. White metaphysically represents joy, victory, and purification. In this white stone consciousness, we remember that God said to Moses, "I am who I am." And in this higher white stone consciousness within ourselves, we learn our new name, an entirely new realization of our true I am. We are entering a purified state of consciousness where we know God the Father and I are one. As we surrender and follow the tools of spirit, which are prayer and meditation, we make a space for unlimited possibilities to become manifest. In creating a space in our consciousness, we open ourselves up to unlimited possibilities, unlimited potential. I invite you to consciously invite the activity of God into your heart and mind for the next few minutes. Give your ego a few minutes off and let the divine, holy self in you come through. Give yourself permission to know that you have a new quality, a new name. And as you open and allow Spirit to speak in the silence, we make way for possibilities to become manifest in our lives. It is important your word comes from your spirit, not your ego. No matter what the past was for you, this is an opportunity for a fresh start. So everyone has a stone. Everyone has a pen. So here are a few questions to consider. Am I willing to listen to my inner guidance that will give me some information, a theme, a name, an idea that will forward my evolution of consciousness in the coming year? Am I willing to allow myself to experience new possibilities, new freedom? Am I willing to acknowledge that this is the year of the deepest yearnings of my heart really can manifest, and that I am worthy and deserving of God's richest blessings? So now we're going to go into a meditation, and some of this may sound familiar to some of you if you get Andrea's guided meditations, because I was called to include them. I invite you to close your eyes and to lower your gaze. Make sure you're comfortable. Connect with your inner body. As you breathe, imagine you are becoming the one you came here to be. In this becoming, truth begins to rise within you. Listen for the word or words that emerge from this place of truth, this place of oneness with all that is. Within this word, you will find peace, you will find blessings, you will find wholeness. You will remember the fullness of your being. Gently open your heart and allow it to expand. This expansion allows wholeness and oneness to be known to you. This expansion invites unity with all. And as you expand, you are able to more fully know thyself. There is something waiting to be revealed. The stone in your hand represents a new beginning, a fresh start. We have the ability to choose the path of freedom, a path that empowers us boldly claim who we have come here to be and what we have come here to express. Notice the newness that longs to happen in, through, and as you. Like fresh, cool water, your higher self is flowing through you now. The intelligence of your own innate wisdom is beckoning you, inviting you to see what is ready to be revealed. As we go into the silence, simply notice what arises. Take another breath and come back to the room, staying connected to your heart. If a word has come to you, open your eyes and write the word that came to you on your stone if you have not done that already. If no word came, it's okay. You didn't do something wrong. It will come. Your higher self, your inner wisdom, will not keep the next step of your unfoldment a secret from you. It will be revealed in the perfect timing. Once you have written the word on your stone, gaze upon your word. Notice the sacred quality of having something being expressed from your own inner intuition, your own Christ consciousness that is being uniquely expressed as you. As you go about the days and the weeks and months ahead in this beautiful new year of 2026, have this stone where you can see it and call to mind this beautiful quality, this capacity of the divine that is seeking to be expressed through you. Know that whatever you have written on your stone, you can express because you are already it. This is your higher self saying, this is you. As we close our time in meditation, turn within to your heart space and thank yourself for coming to this ceremony. Thank yourself for releasing the past and being bold to claim a new name for yourself. As the Christ consciousness that is expressing itself through anyone in this room, we are grateful. And so it is. Amen. Now, I invite you to take this white stone in your hand and see it as a symbol of new life. See it as a symbol of who you have become or who you are becoming. Feel the presence of God and know your oneness with God. Feel that loving presence of God surround and supporting you. The Christ in each of us says, I make all things anew. We have freed ourselves to live more fully, conscious of activity of the whole Spirit of God in every aspect of our lives and the creative life force. In this recognition, we free ourselves to live more fully, releasing ourselves from bondage, the prison of limiting thoughts about ourselves, each other, and the world. This is your new name. We see it, we claim it. We are the path to gaining greater insight and awareness and mark a new beginning. Let us bless our stones. Loving God, it is these stones represent our willingness to create ourselves anew as we go into this new year. We release to you all that does not serve our highest good, and we affirm our willingness to be transformed onto a higher consciousness filled with love and joy and gratitude and freedom. Amen. Now you also might want to write your date on the back of the stone. So know that this word has come to you to be lived out, expressed, and embodied by you. It is that God is calling you to be. I want to say thank you. I am your sister companion in prayer, possibility, and power. I see you, I appreciate you, and I love you. Until we meet again, remember that you are blessed and a blessing.